Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Wednesday the 27th of October 2021. Today in Mill News we have this story from news@den.co.uk, more quotes from Gary Rowett. Let's see what he says. So Mill boss and squad competitiveness after two recent examples highlight what he wants. Gary Rowett is pleased with how competitive his squad is, as two players in particular have taken their chances recently. Jake Cooper was left out of the first team for a league game for the first time under Rowett against Nottingham Forest and was on the bench for the next fixture against Bristol City. Cooper returned after Scott Malone picked up an injury and has been excellent, scoring an injury time winner at Sheffield United. Murray Wallace was concussed against Luton and now faces a battle to get back in the side with Malone fit again. Tom Bradshaw has already forced his way back into the team and then scored twice in a 2-1 win against Stoke City when Benik Afobe was unavailable against his parent club. Afobe returns this weekend, but Bradshaw will be favourite to start at Huddersfield. That's what it's all about, Rowett said. What Murray did, saying he wasn't ready to play, is what we want our players to do, which is if you're not quite right, then you've got to do the right thing for the team, even if that puts you out of the team. Muzz is the sort of player who will play with anything. He's been as good as anyone early in the season and can play in a multitude of positions. Coops went out of the team and responded really well with a bit to prove, where you're coming in with that little bit of extra drive. That's what we want. We need all the players to be playing with that all of the time. Every now and then, someone losing their place and having to try and get it back adds to that competitive nature of the squad. With so many games, there are so many opportunities for players to play. We've seen it recently with the likes of Matt Smith coming into the team. We got really good results. Then there were one or two games that I felt might not suit Matt, but he comes off the bench and changes the game for us. He changes the whole perspective. We've got those options this year, and we've got players with good character to recognise when they're on the pitch. They've got to do their jobs. I'm really pleased with the competition. There's Gary Rowett saying it's a squad game, and he's happy with his squad, and that's something that you've got to give credit to Rowett for. He has improved the situation in the squad. He doesn't like putting youngsters on the squad on the bench. It's not like a free ride for him. It's like, are you at this level? There's no like, oh, we'll have you on the bench and you just get a taste of the atmosphere. He did that towards the end of the season, but it's not that in general. He has his first team players, and if you're not in the first team, you're not going to get involved, and that's why a lot of the sort of younger fringer players are out on loan. We've got a lot of players out on loan, and it's good for them that they're playing regularly. But what that does then is condenses your squad down, and it works the other ways when you got injuries and sort of suspensions and whatnot. Then when you have a player missing, it makes a bigger impact because you've got a smaller squad, and you see that with Saville was suspended and Afobe was out, and other players missing. It has a really big impact when you have 2 or 3 players missing. It's not just, oh well, these players are missing, let's bring these other players in. It really does matter. So when we have a full squad, and they're all competing with each other, some of them come in, some go out. Seems to be working. So moving on now. Millwall winger. So this is the midweek Loanwatch update from news@den.co.uk. A Millwall winger makes senior debut, but no FA Cup meeting for Lions after Dover shocked. Millwall winger Jaden Davis was pitched straight in for his debut in senior football as Kings Lynn Town lost 1-0 at home to Boreham Wood on Tuesday. Davis, 19, has signed for the National League side on an initial 1-month loan deal earlier in the day. The club said on their website that feedback indicates he is an exciting winger who we hope lights up the walks with some dazzling displays. Millwall hope he continues his development at Kings Lynn Town. Kings Lynn Town would like to say a special thanks to Kevin Nugent and Millwall for his assistance in getting this deal done. Scott Bowden scored the only goal of the game to leave Kingsling above the relegation zone on goal difference. Boreham were the third. Kingsling are away at Weymouth this Saturday before hosting Walsall in the first round of the FA Cup the following weekend. Meanwhile, Sutton United are back into the playoff spots in League 2 after their 3-1 victory at 10-man Colchester United. The hosts went ahead in the second minute through Freddie Sears, but the U's that's a bit weird because they're both U's, Colchester United and Sutton United. But Sutton levelled 10 minutes later when David Ajiboye finished from Rob Milson's cross. Mill striker Isaac Loffey was then involved in one of the game's key moments when he turned the ball towards goal after goalkeeper Shamal George had dropped a corner, but Samson Tavide deliberately handled on the line and was sent off. So that he got sent off for denying Loffey a goal. Oh no, that would have been Isaac's was his second or third league goal. Milson scored the resultant penalty. Michael Gray's side sealed the points in the 61st minute when Milson was again the provider as Ben Goodlife glanced home his free kick. Sutton are 6 and host Walsall this Saturday. There will be no meeting of two other Mill loanies in the FA Cup after Junior Tenzia's Dover Athletic was shot by Yate Town in their rescheduled fourth qualifying round replay. James Harding's 75th minute goal for Southern League Premier Division Southside, Yate, who are 2 divisions below National League Dover, secured a first round proper tie for the first time in 9 years. Yate will host Yeovil Town, for whom Mill defender Dan Moss has been a regular during his loan on Saturday, November the 6th. And yes, Dan Moss played in Yeovil's 2-0 win against Woking, which they don't mention here. So they can't. We've got so many players out on loan, it's hard to keep track of them all. But Dan Moss played 90 minutes for Yeovil Town in their 2-0 home win against Woking. There. And so this was made today in the morning, this story. So they don't have the fact that Hayden Muller was not involved at all in St Johnstone's 1-1 draw against, I think it was Dundee. No, it was Hearts. St Johnstone won, Hearts won, and Hayden Muller wasn't involved. So there you go. And I don't think that Sutton game was the only game in that league Alex Mitchell didn't play. So, but how did so Isaac Loffey had a goal denied by a cheating bastard on the line, handball in it, who got sent off. So which helped Sutton anyway. So how did he do? So here's the stats from WhoScored.com. So 7.05, his 5th best player for Sutton United. 3 shots, 1 shot on target. Pass accuracy of 81.8. Only 22 touches, so not a lot. He's a out and out striker. He doesn't get involved in a lot in the build up play. It's only 22 touches, but he was only on the pitch for 65 minutes. So that also remember that. Offensive. Where are we at? Okay. Yep. Foul twice, offside twice, and poor ball control 3 times. Did he do anything defensively? 2 tackles, nice, and he gave away 1 foul. Passing wise, we've already seen a little bit of that. So 11 passes in 65 minutes, 81.8% accuracy, which is quite high, but it's from a small sample size. And no crosses, but 2 long balls, and 1 of them was accurate. So pretty decent game from Isaac Loffey. Like, he should have scored. Geezer handballed in on the line. Naughty boy, got sent off for it and helped Sutton United win the game against 10 men. So there you go. Yeah, there you go. And that is it for this video for today's Daily Millwall News. Thank you for watching. And